Goal pages all have the same format. It begins with a brief description of the student's current level, then a year-long, typically overall goal, and short-term objectives or benchmarks for that goal. The overall goal and objectives are to be measurable, with criteria for meeting them included. Most teachers send home these sheets or some sort of progress report at least quarterly to update parents on their students' progress. We are now required to relate our reading, writing, and math goals to the new Illinois Learning Standards at the student's grade level. Areas that may have a goal include reading, written language, math, fine motor, gross motor, communication, functional, and transition, to name the most common.
Okay, so what happens when their goals are met?
Typically, these are year-long goals, so if the goal is met very early, say it's met 6 months into the goal period, then a teacher will typically just write a new goal. Now, what they're supposed to do is contact the parent and say, here we are, we have a new goal, this is what we're going to be working toward. If it's very close, say it's within 9 weeks or 6 weeks of when you're going to have the meeting, they may just continue and then at the meeting report out this is how far they made it. If they're looking at, say, oral reading fluency, and their goal was to read 100 words a minute, and they hit that 100, say, 6 weeks before, they'll just typically keep going, and then at the meeting let you know that it was 120 words that they got to. They don't stop working on a goal just because they've hit it. They just typically continue, but if they hit it very early, they'll call you and write a new goal.
What if they're not making very good progress at that point?
Really, if they are not making the kind of progress that is expected by the parent or by the teacher, after the first progress report and probably no later than the second, then they should be contacting the family and saying, you know what, I'm just not making the progress I thought we would. Maybe she overshot the goal and just put it too high. Maybe other things have happened, such as absences, the child's been sick, and then they need to kind of reword or restructure that goal. And so then, that can be done over the phone and added in through amendment. If it is many goals, or they're really going to have to change a lot, then you would have a meeting to address that.
So when can you change the goal if you're not going to change a lot of goals, if you just have a few goals to change?
After that first progress report, and especially again the second progress report, which is about halfway through the process, if there is really no hope that you're going to get to that goal, then you really need to talk about why that is. And if it's something as simple as, I really shot too high, and it's just taking the student a long time to learn some of those skills, then you talk about what is a better expectation for that student. So really don't wait any farther than that second progress report, whenever that falls within the school year.
So when should the parent contact the teacher about goals if they're concerned?
Do you know what? Anytime you can contact the teacher. Typically a parent's going to see those progress reports at the quarters, at first quarter, second quarter, during the school year, and they oftentimes come home with the report cards. So at any time, if after that first progress report you see, wow, they've already met their goals, or they're on a line to shoot way over their goal, contact the teacher then. If it looks to be kind of hitting right as is expected, then you might not want to talk to the teacher about it. But just whenever you have any concerns, absolutely talk to the teacher. Okay. It's a plan.